Alright, so I think I am out of curse seeds currently, at least at the time of this recording. So we'll just go back to the normal grind of, you know, random. And maybe I should just rotate again through the heroes, because at least for the primary, keep the rest random. Like, I have been seeing a lot of Talos requests for help just in general, not really on my channel necessarily. And I already have to step away. Okay, give me 1 second. Alright, we're back. Anyway. Oh my god. I'm just immediately pinged the second I start doing it again. Okay, 1 second, sorry. Alright. Well, we'll see if we can get through a run here. Without having to step away every single minute. There's probably things I could say about Talos, but it's better that I show rather than tell. Looks like we ended up getting Aquath's Reservation here. Been a while since I actually played with that one. It already immediately seems good with what we have here. Cleave and Rot. High cost cards, we got a really good starter. This would absolutely be a candidate for a Celebrate Talos run. Especially with Dominion, we want the health, so... And we got a strong start, so... Yeah. Let's hope for Celebrate. Boom. Easy choice. Interesting. This one's stronger at the start. I would probably just stick what's-his-name on the bottom floor by himself. But maybe this is in the long term better, because then I'm getting harvest on this unit every time something dies. Then I'll have a bunch of health from Celebrate. The only question is, am I going to try to get a Celebrate this turn? Because it would be maybe a little tough to get it on... What's his name? This is fine. All those harvests should be fine. I think we could just go top then. So we'll go like this. I actually don't want to steal any kills from the mid, so let's move you up. We technically... Alright, this is what we can do. I can save some health here by doing this. And if I need the energy for these, which I don't think I do, I could do it, and I just won't do it. I'll probably save that for the boss. Maybe even get the boss with like a double rot turn if I can. Is there any world where I can kill that? Probably not. Yeah, I mean, definitely not. Let's just get this out of there so that I can redraw well. Do I need to cleave? Probably not. I think I'm just going to do this to save 1 health. And you're dead. Alright, already off to a good start here. Don't need a 3rd cleave. Windblade could open me up to, like, Blade Dancer, I guess. And the other picks aren't too enticing here. suppose it's worth taking that. Now this is a much better thing, so I'll take that for sure. Nothing beats a loam coat. Both sides look decent to me here. I mean, the Rots would love to get some upgrades. To some degree, maybe the Cleaves as well. At 175 gold, though, the magic may not be as good. And then, of course, at the Merchant of Steel, there's both Titanite and Dualism that we would want to see on Prickly Puffball. Smidge Stone I could work with. We don't really need a Large Stone because we're getting Large Stone already through Talos. Underlegion units could be okay with the Cortical Connector, but probably the rally-based ones we don't necessarily want. I mean, we could. We are the rally starter card, but I feel like the Banished units just benefit more from Celebrate Talos. What do we got at Ring 3? Ring 3 is a Merchant of Magic, and it has a Banished, so I don't have to hit this. Because I would like to try to get some good upgrades on our Shroom, our Puffball. Almost certainly I'm hitting this, so I'm skipping that steel as it is. The steel looks not so good, plus it's a trinkets. Keep in mind, trinkets are very good with this clan combo. Yeah, I think we actually have to hit this steel, just because it's our only chance to hit a steel. And so I do want to... I'm technically about as likely to find a good upgrade for Rot as I am to find a good upgrade for Puffball. There's really just two big upgrades I'm looking for. With Rot, I'm looking for double stack, I'm looking for consumer move, but the consumer move I have to find alongside the -2. And if I reroll, I can't even afford them both. So it's actually less likely that Rot finds a good upgrade, and Puffball just needs to simply find Dualism or Titanite, and I can roll for it. So we'll do that. Alright, there's Titanite. We'll check the unit first. I feel like Inoki just isn't... It just isn't a good unit, I feel. And I don't think Squad Leader is either. So I may just skip these, which sucks with Celebrate Talos. You kind of want to fill up your train with units, but this is why I said the Banished are typically better here. It's like these just don't benefit from stats. They don't really benefit anything, really. I just think they're horrible units. I am always surprised that, like, the threads come up of, like, what's your favorite banner units, and Underlegion seems to always win, and I'm like, to me, they're the worst of the new clans as far as spread of banner units go. There's only, like, Spore Launcher and Prickly Puffball, and maybe the dude that spawns cards, so it's like only 3 of them are super enticing. I think the Consume Lady's pretty good a lot of the time, but it's like not always working. And these 2 units I think just absolutely suck. You don't want to see them so much of the time, and it also just figure in sometimes you're getting a starter that doesn't even have fun guys, so these literally don't even do anything for you sometimes. And even when they have them, they still don't really do anything, right? Like, what are these gonna do for me in this run currently? Pretty much nothing. So I think we just skip them. They suck. Titanite here though, big pickup. Certainly survivability is no problem, but we will need to get these Rots upgraded, because as we've seen, Rot and a non-dualism dude is alright, one sec, I'll be right back. Alright, I lied, 1 second. Alright, back for real this time. Apparently not. Okay, whatever, I'm just going. Anyway, we got the Titanite, so we're definitely winning Relentless for the foreseeable future. And we can use Aquath to get around our high costs for the time being. Cleave may not be good if we can't get a good Banished unit. We could go bottom floor here to just get more of these stewards. Let's see, that's the good one. We can get more of these stewards going for us. May be relevant, you never know. Move you down here. This only does 2 damage. It does 1 damage. Let's do this then. Do that in case the collector spawns top. Alright, absolute worst position possible for the collector. Nice. Is there probably no world where I can kill this? So, whatever. I'll just do this. As you can see, our tank killing is already shitty. Could do the Reservation here, but we're just gonna save the Ember for this relentless fight here. Yeah. Looks like we don't need it. Oop, I forgot to play Spear Steward. Whoops. That was stupid. Shield of Winds is really good with the Celebrate Talos. We could combine that with a Loam Coat, and it's not something we want to deploy, but certainly we'll take that. Incredible card. Third Rot, sure. So it's also like not super imperative that I Loam Coat. I mean, honestly, the Loam Coat may be a bit redundant with what I'm getting, because I'm already getting a ton of regen anyway, and sure, it could give me some Valor, I guess, but that's not like super great. It might just be too hard to play it for Ember. I may just want to get the Shield of Winds out on him. You know, the thing is, like, yeah, it's somewhat redundant with applying Decay, but we're going to have so much health on this thing that it's going to do so much damage. If we go to the Merchant Magic, though, we can get a unit. I'm pretty sure we go here. Is there any arms? I don't have to hit a Merchant Arms. But there's one right there that we're going to hit, probably. So, yeah, let's hit this. Double stack, we like that. Avenger is really good. It's kind of competing with Prickly Puffballs to some degree, but I don't have to run everything on one floor. You often do with the Celebrate Talos, but or any version of Talos really, but I think we'll take this. That can help with killing tanks, and I don't like the other unit very much. So it's not always as clear what to do in Monster Train 2 with the Ring 3 Cove ordering here. Like, in Monster Train 1 you would lock this in because the ×5 event is the main payoff, but so the ×5 event is still a payoff, but there's enough other events that just give you really useful spells that might benefit from a double stack more than a Rot. For what I need, though, I don't think any would, so I will just probably upgrade it here before visiting it. My thinking is, like, the candidates for, like, just being a better double stack would be things like Tome of Horrors, or the Lazarus League Spike, or various spikes, which aren't really, other than the Tome of Horrors, isn't really solving some major issue for me. Now, the Tome of Horrors with a Loam Coat is just, like, game over, but, kinda, I don't know. I think it is. There's other propagates I can add, but I think just in the case of the ×5, I'm going to do this. And I may even ×5 this, I think, if it does come up. This is a good event. even with Celebrate Talos, I'm not taking that crap. There's a lot of consumables. Purge is just solid too. I don't currently have any consumables, so let's just take the guaranteed value here. Might as well make a purge because the first one earns us money, so does the second one. It's very unlikely that I ever care about actually creating these unless I specifically get a spore launcher, and even then I don't really even care about these. So let's just get rid of these. I am not as big on the fungi, I think, as most. And we could Holy Stone one of these. I think that's worth the money. Alright, we definitely will try to set up bottom here, I think. I'm gonna go like this. Just bait him out top. Then move to the bottom. Limit the things here. So Avenger's doing some work. If I do that, it would kill, so I won't do anything there. It'll be mid. So you aren't actually getting enough kills, so I may need to do this here. I was going to put it here, but actually kind of just makes sense to do it here. We'll do that just so I can get the propagate value. We'll give you that just to get some health, unless we think that gives me more health. I would need to go 10 turns for it to give me more health, so probably not. I already used my hero power. I think if he dies, I'm just going to have to live with it. Here, let's do this. Alright, he's dead. You're alive. All of you are alive. Good stuff. Getting them Celebrate procs. Okay, Tomb of the Lost Path could be okay, but Spec the Legion might be better. Technically doesn't have a whole lot for us at the moment. It's only regen and some Valor. It's really like only good if I get some other clan's thing. Yeah, as I kind of think about it, I don't know that these clans actually synergize that well. Spike of the Banished could have some... I mean, it's like normally the Spike of the Legion with the Aquath Reservation is so good, but as I think about it, not really. I may as well just get the Spike of the Banished if I'm going to take that, because A, it doesn't have the Calcified Ember, and B, it just gives me more of the Valor per Ember, and it can be double stacked, if that's a thing, although I very unlikely would double stack it. But Valor just seems somewhat redundant with the regen that I should be getting. Maybe I'm overestimating how much regen I'm getting, though. Tomb of the Lost Path is also okay, because I can overstack the floors. Currently, I don't even want to do that, but this is just a good card in general. I think we'll take the Lost Path speculatively. It's kind kind of hoping to get a different unit here. I could take like another Avenger, unless I think a Fledgling at this point is useful. I don't really think the Fledgling is useful. It's just a horrible card. Take the Avenger. Now, I am Aquath's Reservation, but right now the deck seems like it wants an Ember upgrade. It's possible still that I do put the Limcoat and the Shield of Winch together, plus these Rots are expensive, plus I have a lot of units that are 2 cost, some of them. Yeah, all of that, just pretty obvious I go with the Ember. I think we go left here. Yeah, there's just too much value to be had. At the right, it's pretty much just dualism or bust. Okay, Blood of the Apex is pretty good. I don't... It does count as a slave with a Shield of Winch, so we definitely need to do that. So otherwise, it's actually not doing much for us, but yeah, and can I afford both of these? $2.95. I'm 5 gold short. Let's see if we can earn gold somehow. We can't. I would imagine, though, that this is pretty good to triple stack something. I could... Triple stack a Rot seems pretty good. Yeah. Can't do the already double stacked one, unfortunately. I'm thinking I do this one because then if I do hit another Merchant of Magic, which I don't know that I will. Like, we go arms here for sure. We go trinkets here for sure. This would be the only one, but like I have a Kano. Oh, can I purge a card and earn money? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, the closest magic we would maybe hit is at ring 7. But it's opposite of Vortex. It's just so long between then and now that I may as well just put it into the this one, because it's a good Hellvent target. Now I feel less bad about the Ember upgrade too. So of all of these, I think this is the most useful. Pyre Stone may still be okay, because if I think we're more inclined now to make this merge happen and make it deployable. So even with the Ember upgrade, I think we do that. We go full Celebrate for sure. Could do melee weakness if I thought I needed it, but I don't think we will. If anything, I would take it at the final one, maybe. Ember down. That's fine. So, let's see. Go there. 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 Oops, yeah, can't move him yet. Can't move her yet. Boom. That's positive. I really don't like the ordering there. It's like the regen, it's just kind of weird. It's like you, I guess it's okay. This is annoying. There's not much else to do here. Not a good turn to do that. Alright, we want to get this going. I suppose this is as good a turn as any to do this. Kill that. Yeah. Man, we really don't get that much regen, so I'm definitely going to put the Limcoat into this, for sure. thinking maybe I need to bring this guy down to just start thinking about killing the boss without losing this guy. I don't want to lose this guy. So let's do this. You're going to shift, so let's do that. Hoping maybe the shifts help. Doesn't look like they do. Okay, at least that guy survives now. I really want that guy to survive. Yeah, still nothing. Okay, well, whatever. At least we got to celebrate on the Avenger. But it sucks that our most key unit did not get to celebrate there. I guess I could have moved the Avenger forward, but I don't know that that really even changes anything because I'm getting so sapped. Another one of these is fine. I mean, between these two Avengers, one of them almost certainly will stay on its own floor. And the other cards just aren't that good for my deck. Grow Room's really good here. Alright. We got some money to work with here. Moral Mistress, I have no consumables. I have one consumable, but it's like I really like this unit as my starting unit, like Ring 1. Because then I can build around it and she pops off, right? But it's kind of hard to pick up later in a run. So it's hard for me to evaluate Moral Mistress, but she can absolutely carry the hell out of a run in the right circumstance. Could take another grow room, but first things first, let's take the one that's already got some kills and put that with a loam coat, merge it, make it deployable. Then do I want another grow room just for the hell of it? I don't know that it's super useful. I mean, honestly, even the first one, I have to remember that I'm not actually getting huge benefit out of it, but it is pretty good because now the Inspires kind of pop off, but since I'm only really stacking up one room and the other room probably just has like a steward and a dude on it, I don't know that it's worth me getting another one of these. Probably isn't. Mitosis Cap would be interesting, but I don't think we take it. Honestly, this is a candidate for maybe a later Hellvent, the emerged equipment here, but for now we're going to do the Rot. Let's get rid of another Shroom card. Mark of Invasion should be easy. They are Corruptors, so maybe we go mid. Probably go front with that. We'll try to make that other dude just work at a later time. Try to save some Pyre health here. Might be able to outpace the corruption here. I think I'd rather just get this into play though. Try to get him up onto this floor. Alright, we got... I could also just put him on this floor, which might be better than I'm killing those. I don't super need that collector. I don't actually... I feel like I do need to just play this instead. These are all dying. Definitely made the right call taking the Ember upgrade. It's only 75 gold. I don't need that. Yeah, let's do this. Him dying is just going to happen no matter what, so we can just be okay with that. These two should actually do some good work here. I think they can finish that off. So let's do the same thing here. Did bottom deck this other one, but whatever. We'll do that. At least we got it eventually. This guy is just bound to die. Alright, this boss should not be very difficult. Alright, you're living, we like that. Should play this to get the health. Oh, I could have got that steward into play. That's a mistake. Could have moved that guy down here. I don't know. So 2 times I've missed on getting stewards celebrated when I could have. Don't know that Liquid Courage does that much for me. We have enough health on everything that it doesn't do much. Deadly Plunge could represent some help with killing dudes. I probably don't mind that. Dig Deep, not in this deck. Truffles will have some utility. I suppose we could take a Truffles. You don't ever really need a Truffles though, but you know, you'll take them. Ooh, Lightstone Casing. I think we already know that we're not hitting that magic though, so especially now that we don't need Pyre health. That we always take, even without much. And probably just don't take anything else. I want 1 more of these rots. Maybe I take that rot? I don't know. Nah. And then, let's see, we'll go bottom floor here. Damage shield's not so bad. That much right there will always happen. I think we still put the Avengers on their own floor. I don't know. I think it makes sense. I should be getting these out initially though, but whatever. Obviously we need to play that. This guy should just be getting taken care of, so I'd like to just get rid of this while I can. Now I could kill him right here, or I could just get the Truffles out and get one of these. Well, apparently I'm doing that. I did the world's lightest click ever, and it just registered, so Okay, I guess we'll take this. I will put it on you, actually. I mean, if you found it, you get to keep it. Here would be an example of a turn where hell-venting this rot would have been better. But, you know, you take the good with the bad, don't you? Okay, I'm actually just going to put that there. Alright, you are dead. I think I'm just going to do that, and that, and that. Do that just to get an extra stack, I guess, of whatchamacallits. I still got room for the other Avenger, so we'll do this. Yeah, you can go here. Alright, I don't need you to die, so let's put you here. It's actually my only consumable other than this Deadly Plunge card. Rip, Shield Steward. We will remember your name. I'll remember this, actually, this time. Forgot to do the truffle ability, but whatever. Eagleheart can be a very good card in the right deck. I don't know that this is that deck. I mean, I have a decent amount of attack on the Shield of Winge, I guess, but Toma Overgrowth. I will say I don't hate this card. I may have given the wrong impression of it. I do think it's a useful card in a lot of cases, but it is another deck where I don't know that it makes much sense for me to have it. Maybe it's good with a Verdant Cycle. Eagleheart might be better. It also has the Verdant Cycle synergy. I shouldn't know if I'll have much actual attack, so maybe not. And, you know, this is probably just useful. I think I'm going to take another Ember upgrade. I mean, these things cost 3. If I can at least play the 2 of them together without Aquaths, that's good. Yeah, I think we're going left here. These aren't so good. I mean, the Equalizing Rings could be okay here. It has some anti-synergy, obviously, with the Blood of the Apex, but our units have so much health that I don't know, even with the Blood of the Apex, that it will ever outpace their health, right? I mean, my Puffball's at 73 health. I doubt I'll ever get up to 70 attack, actually, with it, right? But that being said, it's not like I'm going to pivot to it. I just get more utility out of the other stuff. But it would be maybe useful on, like, the Avenger. So it's worth thinking about there. Like, if I wanted to flex it into the Shield of Winge, for example, but I think I'd rather just put the wind blade in, if anything. Like, I don't even know if it's worth re-rolling here. Maybe the meat blade, or a meat thing would be fine. I don't like these. Let's re-roll. Alright, well these aren't it. Quick is not so bad sometimes on the Avenger, but it's okay if you want your second unit to get the melee weakness on the first enemy, but I don't think we need that here. A Fight Club could just be okay. And honestly, an Overgrowth Carapace could work if the Avenger's just going to sit on its own floor. I think I do actually like that quite a lot. So I could merge these together. I can make them deployable. I mean, I did add an Ember upgrade, which gives me 2 extra Ember. I've already been short 2, though, so I don't know that making it deployable makes much sense here. If anything, I should make, like, this deployable or this deployable. I think this deployable actually is better. Yeah, we'll do that. Get rid of the shrooms. And I could get rid of... Maybe we don't need these cleaves that much. Even the Valor card's better. Yeah, we're not gonna... I would have considered the melee weakness flex there, because I do have the shift card, but we'll just go full celebrate. Heaven Sealed, potentially not so easy for me to handle. Kind of a damage over time type deal. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just the worst thing we could have seen there, but whatever. Not worth the risk. You'll get your own floor. And we can do that. Got him. That's a lot of AoE. Guess we're just not getting anybody in this fight. I don't know that we're using flight then. Probably should have made this be the top floor, actually. I could do this. I don't want to sap them so bad that they're not getting me, though. Here, let's do this. Probably might just benefit more from that. Alright, this guy's cleaning up. That would have actually been a pretty good cleave. I don't really want to take all that damage. That could be a pretty big mistake that I did that. We'll see. I can at least move Talos off the floor if I have to. Don't have any room. Guess we can do that. Could kill one of them with a rot. I could sap the other one. That works. They all die. We're fine up here. Have at it and tropic crystals. I don't mind another one of these. Mushroom Cloud, too late for that now. Pox, weird card. Obviously not working for me here. Truffles is already hard to play and providing questionable value. AK, it has provided no value thus far. Blood-Soaked Arena is probably worth adding. Split Anvil, that's worth adding to this deck, for sure. Still kind of help me play my 3 costs all at once. I don't know, Valor is not like a huge part of my game plan. The only Valor that I make is through Inspire and Propagate and Windblade. So probably just reroll this. Twin Mines, Attuned Whetstone. Whetstone does play, but not... Probably makes me want to get rid of Windblade, which I guess is fine. Then I can get a 0 cost there. That's just probably worth it. Don't have a oh, I do have a removal. Okay, so let's remove this. And I don't need all of these Inspires. Actually earn money there. So, yeah, we'll take that. I could still get the Twin Mines. I would dupe that. It would dupe that. It would dupe that. I think as long as we're not playing it on Overgrowth, it's a positive. So I think we'll take it. So... I just dupe this rot. Do I need, like, to think about survivability? If I do, then maybe the deployable card still should happen. This provides some survivability too. We just take the double stacked one here. Just now that we have the split anvil, it makes pretty good sense. There will be a decent amount of corruption. Right, you get that one. We'll leave that floor to himself. I think we need to rush the boss down. I don't know that I want to stack any of the units on their own floors here. Just probably want to... Don't know that I need Fight Club here. Actually, just, yeah, that was kind of a waste, but whatever. I should play this. I'll put it on you, because you'll get big. I may need you to take over if this guy ends up dying, because of all this corruption he's going to be taking. Try to sap these guys, I guess, so that I'm not taking the extra corruption damage there. Try to just get some Valor on these other floors. Maybe I should have went with the armor Valor thing, I don't know. I trust in this guy's ability to clean up these floors. Let's just get some cannon fodder in front here, I think. I do want the truffle, potentially. Don't know if I want to play this. I don't think I want to play that right now. And we're already at like 80 corruption on that thing at the bottom. Rough. But what are you going to do? Gotta just rush this guy down. I don't need to worry about a celebrate. Holy shit, you're just dying from that? You only have 14 corruption. That's pretty fucking wild. That is pretty fucking wild. I guess no truffles here. I mean, you're clearing that floor. I think we're on a timer. Like, we definitely have to just plow this guy with as much shit as possible. Could do that. Just to keep him alive. Oh, this is good. Do I let entropic crystals hit here? I don't know that it's so bad. Like, I may just want to hit more decay right now. You know, these going to 4 doesn't really change anything. This guy should die on its own. Do need to, like, kill this probably. We're gonna have to just last a few rounds of Relentless and then we're fine. Oh, I've been forgetting to sap him. Alright, I can do 65 here. It's not quite enough to kill him. But then I can follow up with the Spear Steward, so... Let's see, you're dying in one hit anyway. I guess we just do this anyway. Yeah, that works. Okay, so you die. No way I can keep you alive. I mean, I could put her in the Ford, but I might as well just get the Celebrate on the few units that I currently am anyway. At least you get a Celebrate. Alright, we got it. That was another fight. That was similar to a Pyreborn strategy, where you know your defense won't hold up, so you have to just go full offense. This fight will be, I assume, much easier than that fight. We've had some tough savagery fights lately, but then you have a fight like that and you're like, yeah, maybe Dominion's still the fucking hardest. Mid floor or top floor? Probably still mid. Smidgestone would have worked wonders on that guy. I think the Fight Club actually goes top, if I even play it. I feel like maybe I just don't play it. Yeah, I don't think I need to play it. And Talos, I suppose, is better served up top then, with a Fight Club. Truffle, unfortunately, doesn't super have some obvious place to be played. Alright, we definitely want to hit him with some of that. Hit you with some of that. This can just eat that hit and die. Truffle, we don't want to get it rolled. I know I'm gonna cost myself stuff here, but whatever. This is actually gonna be my floor, I think, that I run with here. This floor is just for clearing out the stuff down low. At 132, I guess I should do this. Save on the corruption a bit. Alright, you have 49, 42. I think this just dies to the attack. Truffle has done his job. I think we just rot this, maybe? That's already has, yeah, let's just rot that. I'm going to move this guy up front, because he's not going to keep earning stuff. Oops. Well, here we can make them all have stuff, I guess. Maybe you can have that. Ah, I'm fucking this up. Here, I can get around it with that. Alright. Keep hitting that. I think you want this, right? We'll sap you. They're both dying at about an equal rate, but I might as well do this where it gets the most damage possible. We wanted the grow room down here, I'm pretty sure. He's already got all of his growth, so I might as well move him here unless I don't want to take the pyre damage. I think I'm just going to move him up here. That way I can take advantage of this. So this guy has flight if I need it. Don't think I do. Oh. Didn't I? I thought I put the Fight Club up here. Apparently I didn't. Alright, 500. I guess this needs to go here. Maybe it needs to go on Dominion, I don't know. He's still alive. Pretty good job. That is a horrible hand. There are rots in this deck, aren't there? Jesus. It's been like 20 turns since I've had a rot. him dying doesn't feel great, but it's kind of just bound to happen here, I guess. Let's do that. Should I just move this guy down? Clear out that since he's dying anyway. Then I can get that guy out of the way. 22. Yeah, let's do that. At least it's the bad rot. And since they're all dying, I can just let this guy die instead of flying him off, and then we'll just finish off Dominion here. Got him. Alright, that was a fun run. Celebrate Talos. As you can see in that run particularly, given everything that we were offered, definitely the best path. So to people that say it's not like the best path, I guarantee you that that was the best path on that run in my opinion, from what I saw. I mean, we really didn't get much... It's hard to say. I mean, it's like, sure, we ended up getting Blood of the Apex, so maybe it's eventually not true, but if I just think about generally what was offered on that run, we didn't get like a divinity. We didn't really get much offensive actual scaling, right? Underlegion doesn't really provide that. So you're relying on either neutral stuff or banished stuff for that. And other than the Blood of the Apex, we really didn't get any actual attack scaling. So going melee weakness version of Fel would be a mistake, and to some degree the resolve path, maybe you could argue the resolve path is pretty good. I just don't think it's outdoing the celebrate path there. You know, the celebrate path allowed us to survive quite a lot longer in the Dominion fight and the Titan fight than we otherwise would have. Definitely more than the resolution on Valor would have. So, yeah, I think it's good. So, but you know, I'll post the challenge. You can feel free to prove me wrong on that. I am not that confident in everything I say. It's just like my opinion, man. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.